Hello guys, Unicrat TV here, and welcome to a very special video. Today is Canada Day, Monday, July 1st, 2013, and I'm going to present the first 10 things that you should know about us, Canadians. Number 10, we saved Europe twice. Canada sent a lot of soldiers to defend the motherlands of France and England in both World War One, where Canada General Arthur Currie basically won the whole thing by himself. There's no Iron Team. And World War II, and we were in both from the beginning. We were also in the Korean War. We skipped Vietnam with good reason, but close to 30,000 Canadians went south and joined up with the American military. In return, we got a shitload of American hippies. We skipped out on Grenada and the Falklands as well. We were busy those months. And none of those fucking 9/11 hijackers had anything to do with Canada. So do everyone a favor and please kill the urban myth bullshit. Canadians also invented peacekeeping and wrote the Universal Declaration of Human Rights for the UN and NATO. Yeah, we were a founding nation. We have a couple thousand soldiers doing something good right now in Afghanistan. We were there in the Gulf War I before declined for the sequel. Oh yeah, we did some crazy horror shit in Bosnia as well. We were in Somalia, and that was a fucking disaster. Special forces are not traffic cops. Number 9, Hockey Part 1. Everything you heard about Canada and hockey is not even close to how much we play and watch hockey. Really. This is from 1997. The Detroit Red Wings versus the Colorado Avalanche. It's the first time beloved Red Wing hero Chris Draper, who was devastatingly wounded the previous year by Avalanche player Claude Lemieux, will face the person who nearly crippled his career. It was an ugly and bloody grudge match, and one of the most exciting hockey games ever seen. Thus, Number 8. Our origins are cloak in confusion. The meaning of Canada was created in 1867. Newfoundland joined up in 1949. We got our own flag in 1965, and our own Constitution and Charter of Rights and Freedoms in 1982. The Canadian province of Quebec, with a population of 7 million, holy moly, has yet to sign the Constitution. And this is the province that wants to have their own country. It's all very weird. But it's not weird as this. Follow me if you can. If you don't, just follow words and sentences as you go. Canada was founded 350 years ago by the French and the native allies, who were then defeated 200 years later by the British and the native allies, who were then joined by British American refugees who had just lost the American Revolution to a bunch of, Americans and their French allies. The British American refugees then allied with the British Canadians and the native allies, who in turn joined up with the French Canadians and their native allies, and together they bit the shit out of the newly armed and famous Americans in the War of 1812. Or sometimes referred to it, that week we burned the White House to the ground, or TWWBTWHTTG Day. After that was done, all the territories in Canada thought it'd be a good idea to permanently team up, and so Canada was born. See? Easy. Or maybe not. Number 7, we like to lend a hand. After the Hurricane Katrina disaster, the first search and rescue team into Louisiana's St. Bernard Parish was Canadian. The Vancouver Urban Search and Rescue Team from British Columbia got there 2 days after Katrina hit. Number 6, Beaver Tails, Toops, Pot, Healthcare, and Greenpeace. We were Toops we eat beaver tails. In the spring, we eat liquid sugar that comes from trees and live on the buds until next year. Our winters are usually insanely cold, but thanks to Europe and America and us, they're getting warmer. We started this whole climate change conference stuff. But now we're unofficially out of Kyoto, which is okay because so is everyone else. Our wheat is plentiful and basically legal in small amounts, like less than a pound, and most surprised most NBA and NFL players don't live here in the off-season. Gay marriage and gay divorce? Jack and Jack. The largest gay pride parade in the whole entire world? Abortion is so freaking legal here is retroactive. Don't like the way your teenage kid turned out? Zap! Free and full health care coverage. Heart transplant? Free. Lung cancer? Free. Brain injury? Free. Your friend smacking the shovel outside your head? Free. Sea shepherds and Greenpeace? Canadian. What else? Oh yeah, the best fucking weed on the planet. Oh, dang it. Number 5, Hockey Part 2. We play a lot of hockey. The highest achievement in hockey is winning the Stanley Cup since well, it's a little history about the Stanley Cup. In 1893 was by British Prime Minister. Yes. A team must win 4 of 7 games in 4 7-game series played over 5 weeks of playoff time. Then they fill the Stanley Cup with beer and drink from the Stanley Cup. Both major Canadian trophies are giant steel cups. This is no coincidence. Number 4, Canadians invent stuff. Among other stuff, Canadians are responsible for Hollywood. Seriously, that Hollywood was created by Canadians. The Peacemaker, basketball, the Wonder Bra. You are so welcome. Pablum, radio. Yes, radio was invented by a Canadian. And insulin as a treatment for diabetes. Number 3, got oil? We have nearly as much oil as Saudi Arabia, and we supply the United States with the majority of their imported oil. Really. Fuck Chavez and his OPC buddies, just don't tell anyone. And also RIP to Chavez. Number 2 is not the length, it's the width. Canada is bigger than your country, unless you're Russian. Jesus Christ, Russia is huge. Canada has 9.9 million square kilometers. The European Union, 3.97 million square kilometers. America, that's about 5.69 million square kilometers. Canada's 7th largest province, Newfoundland, is almost twice the size of the United Kingdom. The UK's population is around 66 million. Newfoundland's population is about 500,000. Each one of whom will adopt you as soon as your plane touches down. Canada's population is 33 million. We've got a lot of room here. And number 1, would have guessed Hockey Part 3. Like previously mentioned, we play hockey. When we're not playing hockey, it's summer. That's why we watch the Canadian Football League. The CFL is different from the American NFL in that the CFL is fast. End zone celebrations are encouraged, and a 3,000-yard season will make you a backup quarterback. The only 300-pound men are in the stands. There are 3 downs to make 10 yards. The field is 10 yards longer and 10 yards wider. And it's just so much fun to watch. The CFL trophy is the Grey Cup. And it's been around since 1909. It's not hockey, but it's close. Here are some honorable mentions. And I think that was about it. Oh yeah. This is a bonus thing. Again, that's hockey. You can call this Hockey Part 4. This is one of alright. So this is one of Canada's non-military defining moments, and it was all about hockey. Game 8 in 1972, Canada versus the Soviet Union. Scored. Up to 20 miles per hour. The vulcanized rubber puck is about the size of a fist. It can move up to 100 miles per hour. Honest to your higher being, how can anyone sit and watch soccer and baseball? And what the hell is cricket all about? A game where nothing happens over several days and the fans are a mile away from, what do they call that, home plate, 6 area. There's gotta be some kind of connection between Euro's love for non-contact pressing sports and their inclination for starting global warfare. I'm sure of it. And to insult Europeans. So that's it. For those of your subscribers that are Canadian, hope you have a great Canada. For the rest, at least you learn something. And if you're out of school, if you hate school, well, I basically was supposed to force you to watch this video. So the regular videos will continue this week. So I'm JoeyCrowdTV and I'm signing out. Go Canada, go!